After the unfortunate news that the Rafael dos Anjos vs Rafael Fiziev fight was off due to Fiziev contracting COVID, Islam Makhachev jumped on the opportunity to replace Fiziev and accept a fight versus dos Anjos at 170 pounds. He said, 170? Let's do it. We have unfinished business, RDA. Dos Anjos responded, 165 pounds. Division you guys created. I'm game. Makhachev said, you looking for a way out again? RDA said, no. Are you? A day elapsed and RDA said, I called this bluff and he folded. Let's move on. Then RDA, to the dismay of many, posted an official fight versus Renato Moicano as his new opponent and said, different opponent, same goal. Thank you, Renato, for stepping in on short notice. Then Islam said, well, I tried and you failed again. In case you forgot, the matchup between Makhachev and dos Anjos was originally scheduled for UFC 254 in October 2020, but dos Anjos caught COVID and was unable to fight. It was rescheduled for UFC Fight Night 182 in November 2020, but then Makhachev caught a bad staph infection that prevented him from competing. Then they were scheduled to fight at UFC 267 on October 30th, 2021, and dos Anjos suffered an injury that required surgery, to which Makhachev said, I don't believe that you're injured again, and dos Anjos replied, do you really think I would fake a surgery coming out of another terrible injury? Unlike you, I have a family that depends on me, and I don't have another man paying my bills. Well, after this ordeal settled, everyone was left wondering who really turned down the fight this time, RDA or Makhachev. Well, Dana White clarified the question when he was asked by Barstool Sports how close they were to making a fight versus RDA and Makhachev happen, and who turned it down. Dana said, it came pretty close. I thought we had the fight done. When I went to bed, I thought it was done. I woke up the next morning and Islam turned it down. He said he had no clue why they ultimately turned it down. Well, Islam responded to Dana and said, Dana, you went to bed too early. You gotta stay up late to get things done. LOL. Conor Mcgregor was paying close attention to this unfold and jumped on Twitter to criticize Makhachev's ground and pound finish of Bobby Green at UFC Fight Night on the 26th and the fact that he turned down the fight versus dos Anjos. Conor said, I'll fight that shit saying Makhachev, no sweat. Embarrassing ground and pound the other night, in my opinion. Pitiful punching. And then bottles the RDA fight after mouthing off at him. LOL. Embarrassing. Watch when I come back. Same as before. Anyone, any weight, anywhere. Game full of shit stains. Full mount, ground and pound, and the guy bounces up, not a scratch. Hugging and kissing. Talking about thanks for the match, etc. If that's me, there's holes left in their head like they've been smacked with a sock full of golf balls. Don't even know where they are. Caramel butterskin strikes again. Am I the only one that sees this stuff for what it is, or what's the crack? Not a scratch, man. Embarrassing. The sooner the better this leg heals fully and we can get the fuck back going again. Proper. It's coming 100%. My next scan is this Monday. Jorge Masvidal striking coach Paulino Hernandez was interviewed by Danny Segura on Hablemos MMA and was asked the question that everyone wanted the answer to. Did Colby Covington really fail to pay his own ex-striking coach Paulino the $12,500 that Masvidal claims? Paulino said, well, I have nothing against Covington. The only thing I have against him is that the last fight I coached him in was the fight for the interim title against Rafael dos Anjos. We agreed on a payment and he did not fulfill. So that is where Jorge's unfriendliness came from. I think after receiving so much help from me and from him that he did not fulfill his part with his deal. After that, I never spoke to him again. He never spoke to me again. Once I found myself walking and Colby looked at my face, and that is just where the friendship ended and everything ended. He forgot all the things that I did for him and the time that one spent in one's life to teach him and the techniques. Masvidal said in an ESPN MMA interview that he felt responsible for bringing Colby to Paulino to train him and felt obligated to pay Paulino the money that Colby owed him. Masvidal said that it was thanks to Paulino that he was put in a position where he could easily give him the money. So he did. Masvidal said, my coach Paulino coached him from amateur all the way until he won the interim belt versus dos Anjos. Paulino trained him damn near free and told him just give me 5% of what you make, and then shook hands with a man. But he shook hands with a bitch. I did the same deal with Paulino, and at the time I was making like $1,000 a fight. So he was getting like $50 a fight for training me for 3 months. I kept it coming. Now he's getting a handsome check every time I fight. I'm one of the biggest paid guys. So he took that gamble on me. Colby finally had the chance to pay him the money that was right. 5% out of his title belt. The total amount was $12,500. Guess how much he paid? Not a fucking penny. That's when I was gonna take a bat to his neck. My coach said, don't do it. I swear to you. You're going to end up fighting this guy in a cage and we'll get paid for it and everything will be alright. So I didn't hit him with a bat to his neck because Paulino is like my father, you know? He's not just a coach to me. He's a dude that took me out from a very bad hostile environment where I was at and really guided my whole career. He said, you have the talent. It's just your life outside of here is a fucking mess. But if you cut all that out, just come stick with us and do this, I'm with you in this whole journey. If you never make $1 or if you make 10 million, all I'm gonna charge you is 5% and let's go forward. So we shook hands and went. The reason I paid Paulino Colby's debt was because I was the one that brought this moron to him. So I felt obligated, like, yeah, I gotta pay this. Kamaru Usman jumped on Instagram to show off the 6 rubies he's filled in his UFC belt so far from winning and successfully defending his belt 5 times thus far. And finally, Jorge Masvidal, Colby Covington, and all the fighters for UFC 272 have made weight successfully before tomorrow's event. As always guys, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button for me. If you're new, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date. Thanks for watching.